I don't often come live on my personal page, but when I do, it's because I have a good reason to. I think the last time I popped in here, I shared about some higher choices for hand sanitizer. So I'm here to share with you today. I've had a few of my private group members ask me some questions about multivitamins. And I know it's something that people is like kind of boring and people don't really get too excited about shopping for vitamins, talking about them. But when she asked me to look at this particular one, with my education, I've been brought into such a new light of looking at things nutritionally, but also with supplements, right? We don't often eat the kind of foods or as good as we should. So quite often, most people do need to supplement. But when we are planning on having a baby, or if you are expecting and your doctor's giving you really great advice, be on a multivitamin, get a prenatal vitamin. That's important, right? So you have to follow their advice. Do they know what to suggest to you? Probably not always. Are they kind of out of the loop on that? Maybe. Should they be? No. But they can only do so much in a day, right? So anyways, this gal sent me a picture. Now, I'm not about brand bashing because I don't think that's right, but I do want to provide awareness. So once I go through this, if you have questions about what this one is, send me a message. I'll send you what it is. If you want me to go through what you have to give you some guidance, I will. But what I'm going to share with you is what totally just blew my socks off when I read the label. Now, to the point of I read the label and I thought, oh my gosh, it doesn't even matter how much vitamin content is in here because of all the extras they put in that most people don't read. Let's face it, most people are getting used to reading labels on their groceries. People are starting to look at the labels of their personal care products. There is one. You can Google it, Dirty Dozen. You can Google what some of basically the top 12, probably the most nasty stuff that's in our products. You can go and have a look at them. Google it, Dirty Dozen, and you will see what they are, and you'll see the side effects and what happens in the body. Our body is not made to detox a lot of the crap that's in our food and that's in our personal care products. Your skin absorbs everything. Those of you that are in my horse world, you'll know using DMSO, if you're not wearing gloves, you're going to taste whatever's on your hands. That's how quickly it hits the bloodstream. So that's your science fact supporting a lot of these things. So whatever you put on your body, you're putting in your body. So that's why personal care products and what you fill in the air, you're breathing in. It doesn't matter what it is. When it comes to supplements, you're ingesting it, right? So you're doing that with the peace of mind that you're giving your body the tools that it needs to, in this case, this is a prenatal vitamin, to grow an amazing human being in your body. Our bodies are already amazing. But when I saw my first ultrasound picture and I saw my little boy's spine, all the little vertebrae, I was like, holy crap, my body did that. So when you've got a multivitamin that's for prenatal, it better be the top of the line because your body needs it. Unfortunately, I try to be as positive as possible. Unfortunately, a lot of the products that are on the shelves are there to last on the shelf till they get sold. They are there to be at a price point that is, what some would consider optimal. And then the other part of it is that it's not of first and top of mind to promote your health at the highest level. Unfortunately, I'm going to show you right now why. So hopefully my camera just give you not too much of a glare back. Okay, so here's the ingredients. I'll get to that, or the supplements, your vitamin, your minerals. I'll get to that in a minute. Here is the non-medical ingredients. Now this is where I just about threw up. This here is actually, I've heard where supplements do have a form of kind of like wooden fibers to be a binder. That is what this is. but I can't tell you for sure the form that they used, whether it's, from the leaf or from the actual bark. This BHT is actually a preservative used in cereal boxes and other plastics and other different places where they need a strong preservative. You can get a natural derivative of that, the BHT, but let's face it, they're probably not going to put a natural derivative in something that is not, I'm going to go through the rest of them, that is not actually designed for the rest of it to be natural, okay? So that is my assumption, I will say that. But then we've got here, calcium stearate is actually a inactive ingredient. It's designed to make things like a mask, kind of like they'll use it in face masks, this here calcium stearate, to create a film. So it's put in there so that you can actually have a film on it to help swallow. Carmine is actually, comes from bugs that are dried and crushed. Bugs that are dried and crushed to give it color, okay? So then we've got gelatin, which is pretty normal. You've got glucose. You've got 2 forms of genetically modified sugar. You don't need that in a multivitamin. You just don't. You're not chewing it, okay? And then you've got, there's a real long handle, is hydroxypropylene methyl cellulose. Again, not an active ingredient, not something your body can use. It again is designed to, that particular ingredient, you can Google it, is actually so that it's a binder to hold it into a capsule form, but also to help swallow. Same with magnesium stearate, which there are publications that say that is not, it's somewhat dangerous. This isn't a prenatal vitamin, you guys. And that again is so that it can be compacted as well as to help swallow the capsule. Then you've got medium chain triglycerides, which is pretty normal to see those. MCT oil, I'm sure you've heard of it. We've got other modified food starches. You've got cornstarch. Those are somewhat common, but that's not the worst of them. Then you've got the silicon dioxide. You've got sodium lauryl sulfate. And I guess this is one that really just made me boil over, so to speak, because that is actually one of the top 12 dirty dozen, the most common toxins used in personal care products. So your shampoo, your conditioner, your lotions, your body sprays. And that is also in this prenatal vitamin. Why? Why does it need to be in there? For what? What purpose? And that's what I guess makes my blood boil. Because you've got a woman who, and let's say it's somebody who has been having a bit of a challenge conceiving. Why are we putting these kind of toxins and chemicals inside their body when we need to have it as the most cleansed and beautiful environment to conceive a little baby, right? That sodium lauryl sulfate is actually an engine degreaser. It's a carcinogen, and it is in so many products, your dish soap, your laundry soap. You need to see and check all of your labels for that stuff, you guys. As women, your lymph nodes are being inundated, or your lymphatic system, your blood is being inundated every day with the stuff that you use. Not that you know that. They don't put you in a place to be an informed consumer. So I just felt like I really strongly needed to share this because of how many people don't really like taking supplements. So then they go to find something and then they end up with something like this. They're doing their best to do what they can for their body, and they're doing what they know. But when you know better, you can do better. And that is why I'm sharing this. Then we get to some of the vitamins up top. So I'll just change it here so the glare isn't there. So B12, this cyanocobalamin is actually a cyanide molecule with that, meaning it's actually a synthetic. Look for B12, look for methylcobalamin for your B12, not cyano. D3 is important. Vitamin D is important, but D3 is key because it works with your calcium for your uptake into your bones. So it's kind of like that along with K2. This one is K1. It's those three combined are a very amazing trio for your bones. So when you think about what mom is creating inside her body, she is creating a little human being with numerous bones, 300 and some bones by the time they're out of there, right? So whatever you're not getting from in your diet to deliver the calcium, they're going to leach from they're going to take it. Your body is going to give up calcium from its bones. So when you are going to supplement, you need to make sure that your bones are taking that back from the foods you eat or the supplements you take. So that was just a few. So I don't want to make this boring. I want to make this informative, and I want to provide awareness with you, for you with this. So if you have questions, please send them my way. I am here to, be the light for whoever needs it. If they're on a journey, they're trying to supplement. Most people don't want to take supplements because it's freaking boring, or they're going to go drop $100 on a few bottles. They're going to bring out their little Tupperware container in the morning and say, what supplements should I take? But they don't feel a difference because the stuff that they're getting is like junk like this that their body can't use. No wonder they don't feel any different. Pregnant or not, or trying to conceive a little baby, this is prenatal vitamins, but you're going to go and get a big tub of vitamin C that's got 3 forms of synthetic sugar or other ingredients that are actually fillers or engine degreasers. Like, don't get me wrong. There's lots out there that are good. So my point is, you're going to need to look at what you're taking to make sure that you're getting your money's worth. And if you're going to drop $100, I can give you a good option. You know that I can. But if you're going to spend the money, and if you just have, but you want some feedback, send me the label and I'll help you go through what you've got and see, if you need to return it. If you haven't opened it, then you can do that. But that's why most people don't take them or stay with them, because it's not something your body's using. And it's not, it's filled with a bunch of stuff that their body can't use, right? It's not bioavailable. It's not quality ingredients, and they don't stay with it long enough. Your liver regenerates, I believe, every 180 days. So if you stayed with something for 90 days, you would probably really start to feel a difference, but it's got to be something your body can use. So anyways, that's my little soapbox rant. I hope that it serves you in some way. If you are taking a bunch of supplements and you want some feedback, by all means, between my education and the things that I've learned over the numerous years I've been with the company that I have been, the doctors and pharmacists that have come into the company as, the advice and like the education and research they provide us has given me so much awareness to what's out there. And when she sent this fellow member sent me this label to have a look at, I was just in awe. And I hadn't purchased anything from over the counter in a pharmacy or a grocery store in many, many years. So out of the loop. So I'm really glad she shared it with me. I hope this imparts some knowledge on you and some awareness on you, for you to be an informed consumer. Because let's face it, no one's looking out for you other than you. Well, I am. I really want to make sure this reaches a lot of people. So feel free to share this. And if you want what vitamin this is, I'll send you a message, because I don't want to, I kind of do want to just share with you, but I'm better than that. So if you want to find out what it is so you can compare, or if you want insight on yours, message me. I'm here to serve. Anyway, have a good one, guys.